Hey, you guys, what's up? It's Ali, your favorite eccentric slow man. How's everybody doing today? Welcome back to my channel, you guys. I am going to be talking to you guys about things that you may hate about Ireland because I actually just went to the country the beginning of last week. So last Monday or Tuesday for a few days. And so I want to share just a little quick tidbit with you guys. And I was going to make a quick snippet about it, a little short about it, but I thought I'd just come on live and chat with you guys. If there's a lot of wind in the background, it's because there's a fan on. Please just let me know in the comments. But I wanted to come on and chat with you guys. I'm in a new place. I'm going to see if you guys can figure it out just by looking at my scenery, looking at the background. I went from, oh, there we go. I went from city, and cold temps to this beautiful paradise. If you can figure it out, put it in the comments. I'll let you know if you're right or wrong. But today we are going to be talking about Ireland, you guys. So y'all know I talk about Ireland. I talked about traveling to Ireland for years. I had always planned on going, never went. And I had three things to share, but I think I'll add a fourth one to this little list. But just wanted to give you guys a little bit of some snippets and how I got there, um, what the like overall feel of visiting the island. And if you didn't know, it's an island, y'all. It is surrounded by water to the east and north. Well, water all around because it's an island. But you've got Scotland and UK to the east. Water to the west, sorry. Vast water. Iceland is up there a little bit to the north. And, and then you've got more of Europe to your east. And so, with that in mind, there's always things that you have to consider when you are traveling to an island. And Ireland is, it kind of fits the bill for island travel. Things to note, okay? So I'm going to give you four things that may make you hate Ireland. Not saying that I hate it. I'm going to share with you, like, after I share these little tidbits, some of my overall thoughts of my few days there and if I would go back, okay? So, one of the things that you may hate is it's a big little island, y'all. First of all, it's one of those things, you know how you think of an island, and sometimes you think it's going to be small, I can get around, I can, like, see everything, all at one time, all in, 2 or 3 days, something like that, maybe even 3 days, and relax some of the time. Y'all, it's a big little island. There is a little over 5 million people there, spread throughout. I don't have the square footage of the island, of the country itself, but it is surprisingly large. A lot of the things that I thought I was going to be able to do and experience in one trip that kept getting shortened. It was shortened in the beginning and shortened at the end by a day, each day, one day each. So ended up only being really 3.5 days, 4 days, when it should have been, or originally was planned to be at least 7. I'm gonna tell you, kind of to really enjoy it and relax, you probably want closer to 6 or 7 days on the entire country, not just Dublin. Dublin you can do in 2 days. Dublin itself, the city, you could do in one day, really, to hit the hot spots. So that's the number one thing you're gonna hate, is that it actually is a big little island. Number two thing that you may hate is there's too many sights to see. So, okay, y'all, the reason I say this is because I have been traveling and I have gone to places, and I'm sure y'all have too, or you've seen people talk about these amazing, amazing places to go and visit. And there literally is one thing, like one site, like Pisa has the Leaning Tower of Pisa, and that's literally it. Like it has a little shoreline and some things like that, but it really is a very simple town, very plain. There's like a walking area with shops and stuff like that, but that's about it, right? And that Leaning Tower, and that's it. And so you could go to places and they have all of this glory behind the city name or the country name, and you get there and you're highly disappointed. Well, you won't get that with Ireland. I will say that you'll start to feel some commonalities when you're in Ireland, looking at some of the sites, the attractions, and you start comparing those if you've traveled a lot, if you travel to Europe, if you're traveling in even Asia, but specifically in Europe and both northern and I kind of say southeastern Europe, but all over Europe you'll start to see some commonalities. Okay, so I'm just gonna name a few things, a few sites outside of Dublin City, because everybody goes to Dublin City because you typically fly into Dublin, depending on where you're coming from. You normally fly into Dublin, and then you've got the entire west side, right, of the country, which has the Cliffs of Moher, Galway, uh, Cliffs of Moher, Galway. There's a couple of other beautiful sites and castles along the coast. There's the mid section of the country, which is where you're going to get a little bit more of that nature, the rolling hills um, when it's something more like spring and summer. Right now it's fall, so those rolling hills have changed color. They're more autumn-like rolling hills, right? But you've got the Cliffs of Hope to the east. You've got Belfast to the north, and Northern Ireland. Some little tidbits about that on another date. You've got castles. You've got nature. I mean, you have so many things to see, and that's what I realized is that in 3 days' time, it was really too hard to actually go from one city to all the way to the coast without planning to spend at least 2 days, and if you were going to do a day trip, because yes, they offer day trips. If you're going to do a day trip, you literally have to allocate about 15 hours to go from like Dublin City all the way over. Yes, you can take different types of tours and things like that, where it's all planned out for you, but you still need to allocate the time. And you guys, I don't know about you all. We did a tour. We did one tour. We went. Glendalough, which is close to Wicklow, is a great alternative to going all the way to the West Coast. But I don't do tours too much anymore. I'm not a 5:30 in the morning person too much anymore. It kind of depends on what it is. It got to be like a really awesome tour, something that I really want to do. Hey, you guys, how's everybody? Hey, DeMarco. Hey, HG Lee. Good afternoon. It's afternoon where I am, close to evening. Welcome to my channel. Thank you guys for jumping in. I'm a little nasally because I've been in and out of planes all week. I think I had 4 flights or something like that this week. But yeah, we did a 5-hour tour, 4.5, 5-hour tour, and that was more than enough. It was from 8 a.m. until about 1:30, and that's kind of must be, I like to really stay in places long enough to visit them on my own and at my own pace. But because this was going to be a short trip, we kind of jumped on a bandwagon. So yes, you're gonna hate that it's a big little country, an island, and then also you're gonna hate that there's so many sights to see. Okay, the third thing that you may hate about Ireland is that it's too easy to move around. So you know how you can go to places and you're like, I don't, it's so hard to get from place to place. It's hard to get a taxi. It's hard to, get ride share. They don't even offer ride share. So you got to know somebody. I've been in places in cities before where you literally have to like reach out to your housekeeper. Um, hey there, Moiz and Guruji. Let me give you guys may have missed in the um, hold on. I delete messages. So if you type something crazy, I'm gonna block you. Just FYI. Well, as I was born in the States, but I travel full time, 100% full time around the globe. All right, you guys, I block messages. So, keep it about travel, y'all. You will get blocked from my channel. Um, okay. All right. So the third thing is, yeah, like I said, it's too easy to move around. So, you know how people are like, you go places, maybe even you're like, is this a place that I should rent a car? First of all, y'all, they drive if you're from the States, they drive on the other side of the street, okay? So it's one of those things that once you drive on the other side of the street, it's a little bit easier, and I've done it before, and it wasn't as daunting as it seemed, but you can be in some cities where the traffic is so robust that it's even scary. It's scary to do. All right, I'm deleting you from my channel. Bye bye. Good morning, you guys. Give me some good travel questions, not crazy questions, because you get blocked immediately. Okay? Um, Hold on. Let me make sure I blocked. And I blocked and didn't just move it. But I'll block it later. Okay, so if you come on and you type crazy stuff, disclaimer, you will get blocked. Okay. So there's multiple modes of transportation and ways to get around. Yes, you can rent a car if you're comfortable driving on the other side of the street. More the merrier, because it's such a big country and things are so vastly spread out. It is probably great to have a car. Okay, but then you also have tours, right? You got taxis, right? You've got buses, you got trains, like regional trains. You got trains that go from one city to the next without stops, some with stops. You've got trams that move in and around and about the city. It is super walkable, and I just mean Dublin City at this point. It's super walkable. You've got the airport, which is close by, and then there are, I think there's at least 4 or 5 airports in Ireland. So you got uh, Cork, Cork, Galway, Shannon, which has something special about it because of the name. Dublin, of course, and Belfast. There might be a couple of other ones. So there's lots of airports. Some of them much smaller, so you can move around that way. You've got tours that you can take. I think I may have already said that. There's an app that you can actually go on. It's called Go City app. It's Go City, and you can go on there and they'll tell you how to get around. But you guys, if you got Google, one of the best things about Google is you can type in where you're wanting to go, and it gives you a route with a car. It gives you a route with public transportation. It gives you a route walking. And so you can click on the public transportation, and it'll tell you exactly which buses, train, planes, whatever to get on to get to your destination. Okay. They also have ferries, y'all. So they have a myriad of transportation options and rideshare. So they've got Uber and Free now. So tons of different options to move around, move about the city, get where you're going. It can be expensive. So for example, and then they have buses that go from the airport. So they have Go Dublin, is or Dublin Express, and then there's another one. It's a blue bus, another blue bus that they have as well, and those are about $10 from Dublin City to the airport either way. $10, but it's about 45-minute drive. It can be less depending on the time of day that you leave, so keep that in mind, you guys. So yeah, I don't know. It was kind of a pun. Something you may hate is that it's so easy to move around. The last thing that you may hate about Ireland is the cost. Um, and what I did check this because when you're in high season, there's a lot going on. You'll get like these, really exorbitant costs, and then you look 2 months later during what should be slow season, and you'll notice that the price decreases by a third to a fifth. Uh, I noticed with Ireland, there are some fluctuations. I think right now it's a really busy time because UK is super busy with all the NFL games and stuff like that, and I think people are taking advantage of being in the region in the vicinity of Ireland and jumping over and visiting that island right now. It's also probably the end of European season, and so it's always a busy time as well. Um, but yeah, you could easily spend for a room that is 169, or so let's say 20, 25 meters, 30 meters, maybe $200 a night. And we're talking about less than 200 square feet, 169 square feet. So for two people, it's a really tight, really tight, tight space. So, yeah, you want to be mindful of that. Okay. So, cost of food is high. Restaurants are high, and what I mean by high, um, it's it falls in line with European prices. It falls in line with U.S. prices. So yes, you can go out to have a breakfast, coffee, and a Danish, and two people you'll spend $20, $25 easily, easily. So yeah, you'll spend a lot of money on food, but there's good food, good options, which we were surprised at. And oh my God, I'm going to save this for my what you will love about Ireland video. Okay, so those are four quick things, you guys. It's a big little island, too many sights to see, too easy to move around, and the cost can be considered high. All right, you guys, I had a fantastic time. I'm going to be sharing with you guys some of the videos and things that I took. The walk that the nature walk we did, moving about to and from, some tips for the airport if you're traveling via the airport and you're traveling from the States or back to the States, things that you need to know. So make sure you guys click the subscribe button, the notification bell. Send me a message, a good comment, a nice comment, so I don't have to delete it or block you. And say hey, say what's up. Let me know where you are watching from, you guys. That's all I wanted to share today. So I'm going to leave you guys with some beautiful scenery from where I am right now. And if you choose, you are more than welcome to try to guess my current location. Can you guess my current location? I went from big city, island city, to this beautiful space, this beautiful country, somewhere I have never been to before. So some of you may be thinking of a place that is just amazing. It gives me those kind of vibes when I first got here, but that's not the place. Anyway, tell me in the comment where you think I am, and I'll let you know if you're right or wrong. All right, podcast. Y'all know I'm gonna get out of here. Keep it nice and short. Stay tuned because there's gonna be more fun stuff on my channel. Some more collaborations with some other people. Some more video share of things here that I'm doing and what's coming up next. If you are interested in more travel information that I'm sharing and or chatting with me on in a one-on-one about your upcoming journey, how you want to set that up. You need some assistance with just putting together your itinerary or how to extend your trip so that because maybe you're looking to start on this nomadic, slowmatic journey, anything like that, please reach out. I do one-on-one sessions, 30-minute sessions or longer if you need them in collaboration with my training course, travel course, I should say, that is really geared to newer travelers or travelers who are starting on the quest to go long term. So it's got a wealth of information that always remains, key to getting started on this journey and setting yourself up to be successful. So I have some of those things out there that you guys can utilize and use as support for my personal journey. And you guys can find that on my link tree at linktr.ee/Where's Ollie, WHERESALI. Same as my YouTube channel, same as many other things. You can find me under that tag name. All right, y'all know I'm gonna get out of here. I appreciate you guys. This was nice and quick to the point, and hopefully you like this. Hopefully you come back for more, and hopefully my nasal congestion goes away. So I'm gonna see you guys. Love y'all to pieces. Toodles and noodles. Peace and hair grease.